You might mistake the day for a Ugandan national holiday. However, it was the all-out massive deployment of the Uganda military to the streets of Kampala all the way to Parliament to carry out the orders of Africa's fourth longest serving head of state in 2023, President Yoweri Museveni, against the occupation of Parliament by the Uganda's Gen Zs on Tuesday.
Man, we are fighting corruption and you guys, you just fight it on.
All roads to the Parliament were blocked off, with only lawmakers and other parliamentary staff having access. Images showed military armored personnel carriers patrolling the area. The protesters showed up while they were holding placards and shouting slogans denouncing corruption. One wore a t-shirt bearing the words, quote and unquote, "Speaker must resign."
Anita must resign! Anita must resign!
Young Ugandans have been organizing the march on social media to demand an end to corruption in government.
Corruption at Parliament, we don't want it. Corruption at Parliament, it is at high speed. Yes, I'm here standing at the Parliament. Corruption is now at high peak. Everyone is corrupt in offices, RDCs, CAO district, each and everything. Everything is corrupt. I'm here demonstrating at the Parliament so that Ugandans, it is our voice to come up.
They have been partly inspired by their counterparts in Kenya, who organized mass demonstrations that forced President William Ruto to drop plans to increase taxes against their president.
Sisi tunasema hatutishiki. Mizwi hatutatishika leo.
The Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, who has been in power for 38 years since 1986, and he had warned protesters that they will be quote and unquote playing with fire if they press ahead with plans to stage an anti-corruption march to Parliament on Tuesday.
You are getting cheap food. Other people in the other parts of the world are starving. They are crying for hunger. And you here, you want to disturb us. You are playing with the fire because we cannot allow you to disturb us.
In a televised address, Mr. Museveni warned the Ugandan organizers that their planned protest would not be tolerated.
My question is, what right then do you have to seek to generate chaotic behavior?
Mr. Museveni is accused by his critics of ruling Uganda with an iron hand since taking power in 1986, but his supporters praise him for maintaining stability in the East African state.
Museveni parking ebintu byodde Rwanda. Museveni shika vintu zako rudi Uganda.
Mr. Yoweri Museveni has come out to accuse some of the protest organizers of always working with foreigners to cause chaos in Uganda. He did not elaborate much, but the statement coincided with the one of his counterpart in Kenya, President William Ruto.
Munataka watu watununulie vijana ati wafanye fujo katika Kenya? Vijana sio wa kufanya fujo. Vijana ni wa kufanya kazi.
Police had earlier announced that they had refused to give permission for the march to take place when Parliament opens on Tuesday. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has cemented his place in history. He brought an end to two tyrannies. In 1979, his militia helped to oust Idi Amin's famously bloody regime, and in the 1980s, his army won a guerrilla campaign against the brutal government of Milton Obote. When his men marched into Kampala in 1986, Museveni became the first leader of a popular insurrection to oust a sitting African president. In recent years, media and public attention has focused on Museveni's rough handling of political opponents and the deterioration of human rights under his watch.
If you want to fight, why don't you look for soldiers and fight them?
A petition before the International Criminal Court accuses him of sponsoring violence and abusing critics. Leading dissidents bear the scars of abuse inflicted by agents of the state. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushebi Jr.